Tonight, from Columbus, Ohio, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the Columbus Caps taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Herbert now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Caps have taken a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 129 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here taken in by Morgan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. He's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On 3rd down, Robbins. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Caps are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here with Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. Open man right side is Shark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On first down, Lawrence. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. Pushing through the contact. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. Touchdown, Jaguars! Laviska Chenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. McCann's got it teed up. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. That's complete. Bernard. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Caps add 6 to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Following the touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now Lawrence on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it's Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Robinson's got it. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The Buccaneers were losers in their opener, but they get back to even with the win on the road. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Again, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. In trouble, and he's taken down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now it's Herbert. Hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air, flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Caps are able to stretch out their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, it's Robinson. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. McCann's got it teed up. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Columbus is on offense, just about ready to go again. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way. Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And this one completes a read. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Herbert going to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Robinson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Jaguars have won the game. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with